Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will put toe to leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Toner. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll run the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the Volunteers get enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Quarterback empties his backfield. A run for the quarterback. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quarterback keeps it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is, go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Toner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. A&M comes back out with another first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and it comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Toner. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies!
Just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams.
He lobs one high down the left side. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now they're going to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown ball.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Strickland. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd down play from the gun. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that is blah, blah.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Now on the move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vols will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll go back to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Toner. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Strickland. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fit.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! They move on top here in the 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Second down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And you could tell when the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Calls his own number. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed.
Touchdown, Volunteer! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To the air, it's Odom. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to get to him. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.